Hello and welcome to the Nicholas School of the Environment's Master of Environmental Management, Energy and Environment Program Overview. I am Tim Johnson, Nicholas School Faculty and EE Program Chair. This is an incredibly exciting and important time to be studying energy. After a century of incremental development, we are seeing unprecedented change in the ways in which we supply and use energy. This includes new technologies and resources, new markets and business models, and new policy drivers and regulatory challenges, with concern about climate and the need to make deep reductions in greenhouse gas emissions fueling much of this change. And this is the EE program at Duke. We exist to train problem solvers to lead this transition in a variety of capacities. The EE curriculum is built around this mission. Through a combination of core and elective courses, EE students study how the energy system evolved to become what it is today, how it works, and what might be feasible going forward. Importantly, we focus on the levers you pull to change this system: finance, economics and markets, policy and regulation, and science and technology, as well as the ways these areas interact to enable and constrain change. Beyond all that, the EE curriculum provides a solid grounding in the development and use of cutting-edge analytical and modeling tools, and provides opportunities to develop the leadership skills professional practice requires. The MEM degree requires 48 graduate credits, where a typical graduate class at Duke earns 3 credits. Do the math, and that works out to 4 classes per semester. In the EE program, about 1/3 of the 48 credits are tied to specific core classes, which means that 2/3 of those credits remain open as elective choices. EE students therefore have the flexibility to put together a curriculum that fits their background, interests, and career goals. Our students are also able to take advantage of all that Duke offers and frequently take classes at the Sanford School of Public Policy, the Fuqua School of Business, Duke's Law School, and the Pratt School of Engineering. Likewise, professional students interested in energy from those schools often venture to NIC to join our classes. In addition, all MEM students complete a capstone master's project in their second year. EEs typically work on group-based projects, often for external clients. The MP provides a way for you to apply all that you've been learning in classes to a real-world problem, and also gives you an example of your work that you can bring into interviews. By now you should have a feel for what makes the EE program unique, but I'd like to reinforce some of these points. First, the EE program is accessible to individuals from all academic backgrounds. Approximately half of our students come out of the physical sciences and engineering, while the other half enter with undergraduate degrees in the humanities and social sciences. In my time at Duke, I have never been able to correlate success on campus or after graduation with undergraduate background, and can tell stories, for instance, of the religious studies major who convinced a group of nuclear engineers that she was one of them. The EE program is also unique for its whole energy system perspective. As mentioned, we cover all aspects of energy supply, conversion, and use across the economy. Our students are boundary spanners and are able to speak to finance people, to economists, to lawyers, to engineers, though they also have the opportunity, as I mentioned, to go deep in an area of interest and develop their own expertise. In addition, in the EE program, we focus on practical solutions and strive to be honest brokers in our evaluation of what is feasible as we grapple with our energy and environmental challenges. And finally, the EE curriculum balances quantitative problem solving, qualitative analysis, and professional skills, and we provide exposure to leaders across the private and public sectors of the energy industry. EE alumni careers are as diverse as our students. While it is difficult to describe a typical career path, about 2/3 of our students take first jobs in the private sector in companies ranging from startups to traditional utilities, with many working in consulting firms. Typical positions across both the private and public sectors include energy project management. EEs, for instance, design and manage energy projects at scales ranging from building-level retrofits to grid-connected solar farms. EEs also identify opportunities for more efficient energy consumption. Energy consulting. EE graduates help private sector firms, government agencies, and nonprofit organizations think strategically about trends at the intersection of energy technology, economics, and policy. Energy finance and investment. EEs use their industry knowledge as well as their research, modeling, and economic analysis skills to make informed financial decisions in the oil and gas, electricity, and renewable energy markets. Energy startups. EEs work within early-stage clean tech ventures using their knowledge of energy markets, regulation, strategy, and finance to assist the companies as they navigate the complex energy industry. Energy policy. EE alumni work with energy and environmental regulators as well as research groups to design and implement policy and assess regulatory compliance and effectiveness. And finally, environmental management. EEs assist private sector energy firms with regulatory compliance and work with environmental advocacy groups to monitor on-the-ground conditions and raise awareness of the environmental impacts of energy supply and use. As I mentioned, about 2/3 of the EE graduates enter the private sector workforce, with large clusters in the San Francisco Bay region, the Northeast U.S. corridor between Washington, D.C. and Boston, and here in the Southeast. About 40% of the EE students come from abroad, and many of them return to their home countries for work after graduation. The largest number of international students come to the EE program from China, with large numbers as well from the Middle East, from India, and Central and South America. I'll pause here to give you a feel for some of the organizations that have hired recent EE graduates. Finally, EE is the largest energy-focused professional program at Duke. EEs also pursue more dual degrees than other MEM students in the Nicholas School. Popular combinations include MEM MBA with either the Fuqua School of Business at Duke or the University of North Carolina's Keenan-Flagler School of Business, MEM MPP with the Sanford School of Public Policy, MEM and a Master of Engineering Management at the Pratt School of Engineering, and MEM and JD with Duke's Law School. Finally, Duke's campus-wide energy initiative, now in its 8th year, more than doubles what we offer our energy students in NIC. Here to talk about the energy initiative is my colleague, Stacy Peterson. Stacy will also conclude with contact information for those of you seeking more information about the EE-MEM program, the Nicholas School, and the energy initiative. Thank you. I hope to see you on campus. Stacy?
Thanks, Tim. The Duke University Energy Initiative is a university-wide interdisciplinary hub for activity that advances an accessible, affordable, reliable, and clean energy system. The initiative reaches across Duke to educate tomorrow's energy innovators, to develop new solutions through research, and to improve energy decisions by engaging business and government leaders. Here's the big picture of energy at Duke. It's the collective result of people and programs across this university who are committed to preparing the next generation of energy innovators. The Energy Initiative is a hub that connects all those people, programs, supports them, advises students on taking advantage of the full range of what Duke offers, and presents additional programs and opportunities available to anyone at Duke. So this slide provides you with a little bit of information about how we are engaged in what your experience will be like. We hook you up with lots of information, all the energy courses at Duke, events, competitions, and other opportunities and news are all available to you. Be sure to sign up for our newsletter and follow us on social media to stay on top of the latest. I'll give you those links in a minute. We also work very hard to make experiences happen, whether it's through Duke University's Energy Week, a Best Connections team, Solar Spring Break Trip, lunches with high-level energy executives, research assistantships for undergrads, or power lunches with industry professionals and alumni. We're always looking for ways to connect you with the realities of the energy industry. We also provide a lot of advice and support for students as needed. Our education team can offer advice as you choose courses or hunt for an internship or job. Since we're familiar with energy offerings across the university, we can help you make the most of your time at Duke. We also support student-led efforts both financially and with advice and assistance. While Energy Week is student-led, for example, the Energy Initiative is there every step of the way to advance the work of student planners. Another opportunity that we provide is connections with internships and jobs. Alumni and others in the industry are always connecting us with hiring opportunities for Duke students and graduates, and we host events throughout the year that put you in conversation with industry pros. We also have a vast and tight-knit energy community. The energy community is spread all over Duke, but frequent events, interdisciplinary projects, and social media options will give you plenty of opportunities to connect with people who share your interests on campus. And when you graduate, you won't really leave. We'll just serve you differently. As an energy alum, you'll have access to an incredible professional network and programs designed to benefit you. Also unique is that beyond the coursework and degree programs, students at Duke have access to countless energy learning opportunities beyond the classroom, including opportunities to meet and network with researchers at Duke and beyond, as well as industry experts and officials, whether through field trips, networking events, panel discussions, small group lunches, competitions, Bass Connections in energy and environment projects, or other avenues. Pictured here, there are students learning how to install solar and a solar spring break trip in, I believe that's Los Angeles. MEM students on the Denver career track that's taken every other year or so, and students lunching with Evan Anderson, who's founder of the up-and-coming data analytics company Oseberg. The first and foremost important action item for you is to get plugged in. Our weekly email updates will keep you up to speed on energy courses, events, competitions, internships, jobs, and news, not just from the initiative, but from all across Duke. And we're sharing lots of great information on social media, too. For example, there are offerings on our Instagram that shares a lot of opportunities in internships, so you can see what students are doing in the summers in between programs. Be sure to sign up for and regularly read our newsletter and follow us on social media to stay on top of the latest. We also encourage you to follow on social media for the Nicholas School of the Environment, of course. It will help you get a feel for the school. The website is a great all-around resource, and if you would like to meet us in person or know when other virtual recruiting events will be happening, check out the events page. Remember to create or update your prospective student profile. It allows us to send content curated to your anticipated entry term and for the academic programs which interest you.